Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Breeze now on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Breeze again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for
and there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and the Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Left side here to Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Emmanuel Sanders. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas.
Breeze.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
A gain of 12.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll run it with Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Burton taking it in. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
2nd down and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Willie Snead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So we come upon. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Ravens nothing.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now on fourth down here, that